Alright, here comes the charge. Already wavering, as one might expect. And they're routing. Okay, guys, welcome back. So we are back here on the campaign map. And I must say it's kind of weird, to be honest, almost being back. Because, I mean, to you guys, it's been a week since the last episode. But to me, it's actually been almost a month. Well, basically a month since I last played the game. Partially because I managed to record ahead, partially because I was focusing on the other campaign, the 4th Age campaign, which is going on at the same time. And I think I even took a week off to do something else. But anyways, for you guys, it's just been the regular 1-week delay between episodes. But for me, it's been a month, and I had to watch the end of the last episode just to remind myself what the heck I was even doing here in this campaign. But anyway, apart from that, the only other change is I have lowered the sharpness for it's the DLC sharpen filter here in Reshade. And the reason I've done that is the same reason I said in my 4th Age campaign, which is basically just because I'm trying to lower the size of the recording files as they come out, and also to try and improve a bit the quality once I actually upload the videos to YouTube. Like, they don't look bad or anything, but I do think that the sharpness adds like an almost bit of like blurriness in certain situations, especially around like units when viewed kind of like from a distance and stuff. And so I figured just lowering that down a bit would kind of help with that. And Alexander's campaign was actually the one that was affected more. The 4th Age, not so much. So I really want to see, after this week's recording, how things look. But anyway, enough of that. I've already familiarized myself with the map and everything. And so last time I was considering attacking these two armies here with Parmenion's force, which seems silly now that I watched it, because this is like a 24 stack army, and they have like some pretty good troops, and honestly some not so good troops, but it doesn't look like they would be a pushover. But then, for like the first time ever, I remembered something. I remembered specifically that Parmenion actually has the Night Fighter trait. So obviously I've used night battles quite a bit in my Julii campaign and in my English campaign in Medieval 2, but it was always like, oh yeah, I've already attacked and I just remembered, yeah, now we have Night Fighter, so we could just use that. And in fact, I think Parmenion, I actually used that with him up here to attack 2 Scythian forces. But again, that was like on accident. Like, I forgot that he had that trait. But now I actually remember that he does. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to attack these two armies bit by bit. Basically, Night Fighter onto this force and then onto this force, and hopefully they don't retreat. Because we've still got Alexander here. Remember, this is our first opportunity to retrain his units, and so that's what we're doing. We're not going to have him leave the city. Oh, and their general actually doesn't have enough stars to have the Night Fighter trait. So unless he just so happens to have fought a night battle before, then we should be fine. Let's see, where is Memnon of Rhodes? I wanted to point out this guy, actually, because he was in one of the past episodes. He was a general's bodyguard, where it looked like a Greek unit, and the general actually had his helmet like pushed off of his head. I believe that was actually Memnon of Rhodes. And he is actually an interesting historical character because he is a Greek in the service of the Persian king, and let's see, yes, Darius right here. And he actually like sort of came up with Persia's strategy for like fighting Alexander. And I mean, he didn't exactly win. Alexander won the battles, but he was also kind of like having to work with some of the local Persian leaders too, and they kind of overruled him in certain situations. But anyway, I wanted to point him out because, you know, he was a historical character, and he's probably going to suffer a very different end than the real Memnon of Rhodes. Because I believe the real Memnon of Rhodes actually got permission from like the Great King to lead a fleet to attack Greece. And I think also part of Asia Minor here. But he died of disease, apparently. So, yeah. I don't think that's going to happen to this Memnon of Rhodes. In fact, I think we've actually already changed history quite a bit, depending on how you want to look at it. Like, you remember how Parmenion actually started off the game right here. And then we had him go back to Byzantium and then go up to Tanais, and then he's come back here. Well, I believe the reason he started off here in Asia Minor was because during the reign of Alexander's father, Philip II, he had actually led forces over here in preparation for Philip II's invasion of the Persian Empire. But Philip II was then assassinated. Alexander ascended to the throne. He had to put down a bunch of, I want to say rebelling states around him, like the Illyrians, Thracians, the Greeks, basically kind of to like swat them into place and go, I'm the king now. And then he came over and joined Parmenion, and I guess the campaign against the Persians began proper. So we already changed history by having Parmenion, like, leave, and then Alexander come without Parmenion being here, and now Parmenion only returning to basically help save Alexander from total defeat. Because, I mean, without Parmenion standing here on the ford and destroying those Persian forces, we definitely would have lost Halicarnassus, the army, and therefore Alexander as well. I actually really like Parmenion, the real historical Parmenion, because he served Alexander really, really well, but at the same time, it seems that Alexander didn't really like him. He was one of Philip II's generals, and Alexander had kind of a not best relationship with his father, especially there at the end, and so he didn't like Parmenion. But at the same time, like, he recognized Parmenion was a great general, and so he would occasionally like send him off to do like special missions, like give him some troops and say, go take that settlement, or go grab that treasure, or don't let them get away, or whatever. And would trust that he would carry it out. It's very unfortunate then that Parmenion's end was basically to be assassinated on Alexander's orders, which again is not something that's going to happen in this campaign, methinks. Also, I think I need to check past episodes to see what Parmenion's like experience was like. As you can see, he's got 3 silver chevrons here for his bodyguard. And I think that must be because you may recall in some of the past battles, or no, there was one episode where I think all 3 ford battles were in that one episode, I think. Parmenion basically killed thousands and thousands, and I'm pretty sure that stacked up very quickly and made his bodyguard like particularly experienced, apparently, in killing fleeing troops, but I guess that's still experience of a kind, right? Right, but anyway, enough of that. Let's attack this force here, Captain Battis. Okay, for a minute there I was like, are we gonna freeze up? What's going on here? All right, and so yes, of course, the other force is technically here, but if we hit night battle, they have no reinforcements, so we can just face these guys. So let's get right into the battle. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. As you can see, they are charging us basically immediately, which is very nice of them to do because, of course, they didn't have to. Oh, actually, it looks like they might be stopping kind of out of range, or just within range, it would seem. Now, I don't believe they had any ranged units of their own. Oh, wait, no, they did. They do. Oh, the Immortals themselves are archers. I actually did not realize that. Well, they do have some hull tests as well. Oh, we should have these guys on guard mode just so that they don't run away. And these guys must have some pretty thick armor, actually, because I think they're really getting bombarded by our guys here, but they're not dying. Or, I mean, they are dying, but not in absurd numbers. Now, what we could do is also have the javelin men basically step forward, and I see you. Actually, you know what, here, like this. Oh, here they come. Oh, hey, are they... They're withdrawing, aren't they? They are. They're withdrawing. Of course they are. Basically stood here for like 2 seconds fighting. Oh, great. So that means they'll go and they'll rejoin the other part of the army. Part that didn't get to join the battle. Right, we can at least catch like these hoplites here in the rear. But yes, they do have spears, they do have pikes, but we did catch them in the rear, and they are wavering, so... Come on, I know you want to run. Wow, they're really standing and fighting, to be honest. Oh, no, there we go, they're routing. Alright, go and get that Persian infantry, and let's see if we can catch maybe the Peltis. Oh, no. Ah, they're so close to the end of the, so close to the end of the edge of the map here that I think most of them are going to get away. We might be able to catch these 2 infantry units. Actually, we probably can catch those 2 infantry units, but probably not like the Peltis, for example. Yes, I know they're spearmen, but hopefully their morale will be garbage the moment we hit them in the rear. Partially because, like, no one else is here. Actually, we should have another cavalry unit basically assist. See, they're already wavering before the charge even hit them. Oh, ow. Oh, ow. Okay, they are routing, but ow, that kind of hurt. Now, these guys are actually good infantry, but, you know, obviously that unit was basically non-existent.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them.
They're already
from
off the battlefield. Who's left? I think our archers must have killed the other unit that was running away.
This is a victory fit for the gods, a day of triumph to mark with a song or two.
There's a random guy over here. Oh yeah, and you can even see the archer. Oh wait, no, that's probably the agrarians, the light infantry. But anyway, we did suffer some casualties here among the cavalry, but I mean, it was kind of inevitable. Considering that, you know, the enemy didn't stand and fight. At least not for any real length of time. Let's see. The archers did well. The hoplites did well. Everyone did well. Everyone's fine. Everything's fine. All right, but anyway, let's take this back. Actually, take a look here. Yeah, I guess the Greek mercenary infantry did the most damage, because they stood and fought, I guess, for the longest. After they were caught, anyways. Alright, but anyway, let's go back to the campaign map. Oh, hey! I don't think you guys saw it. Oh yeah, there they are. Basically, they did not retreat and join with their peers over here. They actually ran all the way across the river, all the way over there. Okay. That works for me, because it means we should now be able to just go ahead and attack these guys who are going to retreat. Which, I mean, you know what? That's fine. I guess we might as well fight another night battle, just to give Parmenion that extra star. Oh, and I guess I didn't really look at their troops, but, I mean, they don't have the best infantry line to hold us back. They do have these cavalry and these archers who are going to be dangerous. What I'm hoping is maybe, since these are light cavalry and they basically throw, like, spears, maybe I could have the archers shoot at their cavalry, while my cavalry takes out their archers. Well, anyway, regardless, let's go to the battle map and fight it out. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. Now, before the battle properly begins, I've got it paused here, and I know I keep doing this, but I love doing it. There's, like, the mausoleum again, which I think we saw at, Halicarnassus. We could kind of see it off in the distance. In fact, there's the city of Halicarnassus over there in the distance. And we don't see the port, unfortunately. But maybe that's because, like, they didn't actually want to, like, have, like, a port on the battle map. I think you can see the port when it's off in the distance, but not when it's actually on the battle map. But anyway, there is, as you may recall, a fleet, a Persian fleet that is blockading the port. Or no, it's a Scythian fleet. Scythian fleet that's blockading the port. And apparently there's their ships right over there. One of them appears to have been badly beached, but I'm sure they'll be able to push it back out into the water there. But yeah, you see, I just love that sort of thing, like just showing up on the battle map or near the battle map, because I think that is outside of the... Yeah, that's outside of the battle map itself. But anyway, just wanted to point that out. And yes, you guys probably are tired of me pointing out that stuff on the battle map, but I just love it. And I feel like pointing it out every time it happens. Alright, so the enemy is just over the hill and is charging forward to bring us to battle. The chariots seem to be really messing with their lines quite a bit. Alright, let's have these guys deliberately open fire. Here come the chariots, and I thought you were going to charge right in there, but I guess not. I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't. Right, we are going to take some fire here, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Fire on. Make sure I didn't remember which archer unit I had them firing at. Right, and we have our javelin men opening fire as well. Alright, here comes the charge. Already wavering, as one might expect. And they're routing. Alright, so I think that's most of their infantry line broken, well, except for it looks like maybe these guys here. What I think we should do now is actually have our infantry line push them, while still hopefully maintaining that phalanx formation. Okay, let's have them stop now.
The enemy general flees! Press press forward so that the spirit of his army is a broken tool.
All right, fire on those Bactrians, or not, Arcanians, or Sanians, something like that. All right, my phalangists are getting attacked in the side here, so why don't we have a cavalry unit just sort of step out here and watch the enemy rout, because they didn't actually need help. All right, I think we also should chase after these guys with our cavalry. As you see, they're rallying and coming back. Still, I think we should be able to just get them to immediately run, and indeed they are. All right, let's push our infantry line forward again. Okay, you guys go over there. You guys go over here. Where are these guys? Archers again. Oh, I should probably have you guys just walk, otherwise you'll run right in front of the infantry line. All right, General, I see you're going to need some help in killing the enemy. All right, there we go. That should work out a little better, methinks. There we go. They're within range of the archers again. Let's bring this cavalry back over here. I think we can just have our infantry just keep pushing up. All right, General, have you killed them all? Just about. Right, they're routing. They're routing. Oh, there were archers off to the side there that I never saw. Quickly go kill them. Okay, can any of you fire on them? No, you cannot. Alright, I guess we'll just have our infantry wait here. They might as well. Oh, good. We managed to catch that cavalry, or at least some of them. Some of them will get away, I'm sure. Right, run ahead and then kill. All right, General, come back.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
I almost think I should tell them to stop firing, but at the same time... No, it looks like they are going to go around. There we go. Kill as many of them as you can. You guys just go ahead and fire at will. Basically fire at those guys kind of as they leave. Okay, where did my cavalry go? Okay, they're over here.
Heavy cavalry. Quickly.
Actually, might as well just have you guys turn around. The last of the Persians in the province. Finally, it will be purged of them. After, you know, the many, many thousands that they admittedly had. Stop firing. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I think we just killed some of our own guys. Ow, ouch. Should have told them to stop firing a lot sooner. Alright, anyway, is that everyone? Okay, nope, there's still them over there, but that should be everyone else.
Be praised. This victory is surely their work, not that of mortals like us.
Alright, that actually went far better than I thought it would. That's what happens when you don't have a strong heavy infantry line to like hold the battle line while like archers and cavalry can do their work. Because their infantry line basically collapsed pretty much the moment they charged us. And when they did charge us in pieces, I then got to, you know, push my infantry line forward to basically either force an engagement or force them to retreat. Right, but anyway, it's the phalangists. I bet you this was the unit on the left flank that got like partially outflanked by that, was it a Kardake's unit, I think? Some kind of Persian spearman infantry unit. But even so, they still killed a lot more than they lost by quite a bit. Cavalry did very well as usual, chasing down those fleeing enemies, in addition to slaughtering enemies who actually stood and fought for a bit. And look at all the casualties the javelin men did. That was actually pretty good. Archers did very well. Yep. That's exactly what we would expect. This cavalry unit did a fair bit of damage, it would seem. Well, not a fair bit. Actually, it's pretty bad trade-off. But of all their forces, they did the best. I don't remember which cavalry unit that would be, though. Right, but anyway, back to the campaign map. Alright, once again, I'm pretty sure I just saw the survivors flee, and it looks like they fled right into Lampsacus. I don't think they had very much in the way of survivors, admittedly, but still, this is, you see, the Persians haven't still really been defeated in this area. They still have, this is very nearly a full army. And if, you know, you combine it with, like, forces that they've kind of got, like, around here, it would be a full army. In fact, I almost think that Parmenion actually needs to, like, stand here. Oh, he can't quite reach the bridge. If he gets attacked there, I'm not sure if that counts as him being on the bridge. I'm not sure if that'll be a bridge battle, but, I mean, he's still got, you know, a mostly full army, so he could probably take these guys if they attacked him. It would be better if, you know, it turned out it actually was a bridge battle, and they attacked him, but even if it's not, I think he'd survive that. Alright, but anyway, it's official now. The Persians have been driven from Lydia. This place is now fully ours, and the Persians will never be allowed to come back here again. Presumably, unless they have, like, another, like, 3 or 4, you know, stacks somewhere back here hidden in the fog of war that are just marching their way over here, and I have no idea that they're coming. Let's see, let's move this spy over here, since we already have a spy over here. Right, but anyway, that's all the battles that I had. Basically, for the future, I think we're going to retrain Alexander's army, of course, and Parmenion's to some degree. I think I'm going to give all of the, like, best troops to Alexander's army, so, like, the phalangists and the archers, and basically give Parmenion, like, more probably javelin throwers, the Egrianians, javelin men. We'll just call them the javelin men. And maybe some hoplites to make up for what he loses. And so we'll have Alexander be like the primary army, and then either Parmenion will be like a backup army that kind of, you know, puts garrisons in places as Alexander conquers them, or since some of these places don't seem to be all that well garrisoned, maybe we'll have them split up depending on the situation. But anyway, that'll be a few turns in the future, because again, we have some training and replenishing and stuff to do. So, basically, I will bring you guys back as more of interest occurs.